Number 9. Mosasaurus, the huge shark. This behemoth was the dinosaur seen jumping out of the water to the merriment of observers to get its prey. Any place between 50 to 60 feet and was more than 10,000 pounds in weight. However, it was vigorously built, making it look much increasingly impressive. Its eating regimen would incorporate sharks and fish. Since the Mosasaurus was so colossal, it would have been very hard for a pregnant Mosasaurus to pull herself ashore to conceive an offspring, so she would have conveyed her young submerged in the same way as other ocean creatures. Number 8. Sarcosuchus imperator. Its common name is supercroc, which makes a lot of sense that his wiped out species was one of the biggest crocodile species ever. From nose to tail, it was 40 feet long and weighed around 20,000 pounds. However, because of the absence of remains and different details, it's as yet questionable whether the Sarcosuchus imperator is the greatest crocodile ever or if the Ramphosuchus or Purosaurus take the crown. In any case, present-day crocodiles would have been no counterpart for supercroc in a battle. Researchers researched the development rings found on the osteoderms of the Sarcosuchus fossils found that the crocodile wasn't finished developing, even though it was more than 40 years of age when it passed on. Number 7. Paraceratherium, walking with beasts. While the African elephant is the biggest living warm-blooded animal at this moment, it would be effectively predominated by the Paraceratherium had it lived billions of years prior. The Paraceratherium is the record holder for being the biggest land creature that has ever existed. Assessment put the hornless rhinoceros at tallness of a little more than 24 feet and weight somewhere in the range of 33,000 and 44,000 pounds. The animal was a herbivore who loosened up his long neck to arrive at the treetops so it could eat the leaves there. Based on its monstrous size, the Paraceratherium unquestionably needed to eat a bounty of vegetation consistently to endure. Number 6. Argentinosaurus. Imagine crossing paths with a crocodile. Pretty scary, huh? This huge creature has been known to science since 1993. Proof of it was initially found in 1987 when a fossil that size of a completely developed person was uncovered on a farm in Argentina. It was known to be the king of sauropods. The farmer thought the fossil example was a huge piece of petrified wood, and it wasn't until 1993 that it was renamed as a solitary vertebra having a place with a new type of sauropod. Although no entire skeletons of Argentinosaurus have been discovered, assessments of the dinosaur's length in light of projections of the size of the rest of the body utilizing existing fossils go from 37 to 40 meters, around 121 to 131 feet, and it was thought to have gauged 90 to 100 metric tons, or 90 to 110 tons. Eggs were about the size of a coconut and just gauged 5 pounds, so youthful Argentinosaurus had a lot of developing to do during adolescence and after pubescence. It took 40 years for an Argentinosaurus to arrive at its full grown-up size. By these measures, Argentinosaurus was the biggest dinosaur, as well as the biggest land creature at any point known. During that time, it would intake 100,000 calories worth of food a day. To place that into point of view for you, that would resemble eating 50 chocolate cakes or 2,127 apples every day. Hold up. Number 5. Largest lizard. The aggressive, fork-tongued Komodo monster, Varanus komodoensis, is the biggest living reptile. Male Komodo dragons go up to 10 feet or 3 meters long and weigh around 200 pounds or 90 kilograms. Females are somewhat shorter, growing up to 6 feet or 1.8 meters long, Live Science recently revealed. The quick predators have great vision and magnificent sense of smell, which assist them with chasing enormous prey, for example, water buffalo, deer, pigs, and even people, so stay away. Number 4. Eucalopterus rhenanae, beast scorpion. Eucalopterus rhenanae is an arachnophobe's definitive bad dream. At 2.5 meters long, this huge ocean scorpion has a claim to the title of biggest arthropod ever to have lived. Its normal name is deceiving. They weren't accurate scorpions, and most likely abandoned about in lakes and waterways instead of the sea. Eucalopterus rhenanae lived around 390 million years prior and invested its energy chopping up fish. It was portrayed in 2008 after a spiked hook estimating 46 centimeters was found in a quarry in Prüm, Germany. This was all that remained from the creature. In any case, The proportion among claws and body is entirely steady in ocean scorpions. So analysts had the option to measure that Aecolopterus renanii was 233 to 259 centimeters long. The revelation is another bit of proof that arthropods were fundamentally bigger before. Nobody is sure why ancient insects were supersized. Some recommend the appropriate response lies in the air, which on occasion contained more oxygen than it does now. Number 3. Metaposaurus. It wasn't simply crocodiles that ancient fish needed to fear. Earth was likewise once home to mammoth flesh-eating creatures of land and water that resembled tremendous lizards. Fossils of Metaposaurus have been found in Germany, Poland, North America, Africa, and India. The vast majority of the species were cleared out during a mass eradication 201 million years prior. This occasion cleared out numerous backbone creatures, including enormous creatures of land and water, and left the field open for dinosaurs to get predominant. The most current species were depicted in March 2015 by Stephen Brissett of the University of Edinburgh in the UK and his associates. They named it M. algarvensis after the district of Portugal where it was found. It was 2 meters or 6 feet 6 inches long and had a wide level head, yet one containing several teeth. Its little feeble appendages proposed it invested little energy in land. It was an ancestor of present-day creatures of land and water, like frogs and newts. Despite appearances, it was just remotely related to the present lizards. Number 2. Megatherium. Likewise called a huge ground sloth, the Megatherium used to live in both North America and South America about 2.6 million to 11,700 years back, and was perhaps the biggest warm-blooded creature to ever exist. Weighing as much as 4,000 kilograms, the Megatherium seemed as though a sloth, yet was as large and overwhelming as an elephant. Along these lines, not at all like the sloths we know today who climb trees to eat leaves, the Megatherium was tall enough to arrive at trees' leaves, which were a staple of its eating regimen. Number 1. Blue whale. There's a reason behind why the blue shark has whale in it. All things considered, it's an oceanic animal of exceptional size. The blue whale is the biggest living fish on the planet and the biggest living creature that is not a cetacean. At 30 meters or 90 feet long and 170 tons or more in weight, it is the biggest realized creature ever to have existed. Long and slim, the blue whale's body can be different shades of pale blue, dim dorsally, and to some degree lighter underneath. The heaviest whale at any point recorded tipped the scales at around 190 metric tons or 210 short tons. A grown-up blue whale can eat up to 40 million krill in a day. The whales consistently feed in the zones with the most elevated centralization of krill, at times eating as much as 3,600 kilograms, 7,000 pounds of krill in a solitary day. As infants, these whales begin around 25 feet long. Nursing calves can drink up to 100 gallons of milk every day. It's no wonder how they got so huge and big.